Hey guys, I wanted to take a few minutes this morning and talk to you a little bit about what's known as my why. Basically, it's why I love this business so much and why I coach and why I decided to coach in the first place. In November of 2012, we decided to take a huge leap and go to Germany. We actually decided to live abroad for 3 years, and it was a very scary time. I've never not had a job per se, though I will tell you right now, being a stay-at-home mom is the hardest job out there. And that being said, I decided I was like, my family is the most important to me, and I need to be there with my daughter. I only have one daughter. She's 3 years old, and she's my life. And I never saw her. And the one thing about money is you cannot take it with you. So I sold my business and we moved to Germany in December of 2012, November, December of 2012. My husband and I were actually, he left first. He left in November. My daughter and I moved about 2 months afterwards. And I really could not have been less prepared for what happened. The summer of 2013, my husband was furloughed twice. And basically what that means is they don't pay you. The government decides if and when they're going to pay you, and they don't have to actually back pay you. And that was very scary because I didn't have an income. We'd always been able to, if things were tight, I picked up more clients or I worked a little bit harder, and it's just I didn't have that option. In the process of all this, because exercise has always been a way that I deal with things, and I've gained a bunch of weight from the stress of the move, I decided to start Insanity. I had it on my shelf, and it was one of those things that just kind of sits there and collects dust. And I decided, I was like, you know what? This is how I used to train. It's the high intensity training. I said, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. So my husband and I started getting up at like 4:30 in the morning to do this together. And it was really a bonding experience. We had a two-year-old at the time, and it was our time together before she got up and things just went nuts. So that was kind of how I got started really knowing what Beachbody was. About 3 months into it, I started posting pictures of progress and talking about it and just really getting excited about it. 'Cause I'm like, wow, this stuff's legit. And that was just such a huge thing for me, to be able to lose weight from home. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a way to get to the gym. And my husband, we live 30 minutes from my husband's work, so it just wasn't possible. After that, I didn't realize that that summer was when everything was going to hit. And then that fall, my daughter actually started getting very, very ill, and we didn't know why. And for months, she would wake up with 104, 105-degree fever. At one point, she was completely unresponsive when I picked her up from school. And that was a very scary time because we were in a foreign country. She ended up in the hospital twice in Germany. And I speak the language sort of. My tenses are like a 5-year-old. And I didn't have any way to pay the bills that were coming in. We had insurance, but we had to pay out of pocket for everything and be reimbursed by insurance, which if you've ever dealt with that, you might be lucky if you see that payment in a couple years. So thousands and thousands of dollars were going out to try and figure out what was going on with her. And it really opens your eyes to what this business is capable of. My coach approached me in June after I'd been doing Insanity she's like, do you realize that you're doing what a coach would be doing anyway? You're inspiring people, you're helping people, you're telling them what these products are capable of. You're telling them there is an answer other than going to the gym or spending thousands of dollars on nutritionists and personal trainers to getting their body in the optimal shape. And I was like, nah, that's not for me. I can't do that. I'm not a salesperson. Well, after the furlough, I started thinking, she's doing pretty well at this. Maybe I can do this. And I still was kind of like, I don't know if that's me. I don't think I can do it. And then when my daughter was in the hospital for the second time, and it was going to be an extended visit this time instead of the first visit. The first visit was over 2,500 euro, which is about $3,500 American. I realized I no longer had a choice about whether I wanted to do it or not. I had an option, and it was the only option I had, and I had to take a leap of faith because I couldn't leave her. I couldn't be away from her. But I did have Wi-Fi. I did have access, and I had access to a computer. So I took that leap of faith, and I have never been more astounded at what one little thing that you don't think will work can do. Um, in the last year, I have brought my daughter home from Germany. We are paying off all of her medical debt, and I have seen so many women transform their lives with both of these programs and what the coaching opportunity is capable of. And the stories that I found out about my fellow coaches and my challengers are just so touching to know that this is an opportunity that uplifts people, it helps people. And I've also come to realize that I grew up very overweight, very unhealthy, and I struggled with body image. And I've also come to realize that part of my passion and why I became so excited about this opportunity was because of the fact that I struggled by myself for a very long time with an eating disorder, from the time I was 7 until I was 22. And through this, I've realized I can help people. I can reach out to people and bring them up in a way that I didn't have that kind of support system when I was going through these kind of things. So it's twofold. It is allowing me to stay at home and take care of my daughter and to see her well. She's had surgery twice since we've been back, and she's doing so much better. She's gained about 16 pounds. And I know she's going to be very happy and healthy very soon, but I've managed not only to start the business from Germany and deal with the crazy time difference and not really having the technology and everything else, um, to just, I'm back at home. I'm in a place that I'm comfortable with, and I have formed friendships and bonds that I never would have had otherwise, not to mention having a regular income and a regular job. I mean, this is a bedroom in my house. It's where I work, and that's my life. I work when she's asleep. I work when she's maybe with grandma. And even if you don't have that option, we have team calls where people are running in and out, and we're moms, we're real people, but we're people that want to make a difference. We're people that want to make a change to make things better. We want to end the trend of obesity. We want to really uplift people and help them realize that they're not alone. They have this huge support system that you don't even know is out there. Like, how could you not want to jump on this train? Like, seriously, this company is capable of so much, not only financially, but spiritually. Like, I never in my life really sat down and thought about the fact that I struggled so much with that. That's the reason I became a trainer years ago. I mentioned my business. I was a trainer and a massage therapist. I realized that wasn't just about my health. It was about my mental state too. And this is something that I can help others. I can do the things that I'm passionate about, and I can do them from home. I can do them from my phone. I just got off of a Zoom call with one of my coaches because of the fact that I'm sitting here and she was messaging me. I was like, this is easier face to face. Let's just do a quick call. I have the option of going and getting coffee if I want to. It's just, we have everything. They give us the programs, the nutrition. We have our Shakeology. That stuff is ridiculously amazing. I have so much energy, and I feel so much better when I know I have it in me every day. And all of that is so phenomenal by itself. But the people and the heart that this company has, and the stories are just like mine. There's a lot of financial debt. There's sick children. There's sick parents. There's elderly parents. There's people that have struggled with eating disorders. There's people that have struggled with addiction. And these are the people that are lifting themselves up and bringing others with them. So I really hope that makes you understand a little bit about what makes Beachbody so special and about why we are different from any other organization. I really appreciate your time and listening to me, and I will catch you later. Bye.